Did you know that 50% of today's jobs, half of all the jobs that people are doing today, what am I going to say next? Are going to cease to exist in the next 10 years. Seriously, the jobs that people are doing today, half of all the jobs, are not going to exist in 10 years' time. So in 10 years' time, when you speak about doing a certain type of job or getting into a certain type of career, people will say, dinosaur, forget about it, it doesn't exist anywhere. And I'm going to show you some of those jobs today. And trust me, I think you're going to be shocked. Now, what's driving all of this? Why are things happening so fast? Why are jobs becoming obsolete? Half of today's jobs, I mean, that's crazy. Just to think about it, why is this happening? Well, the main driver behind it is this, the fourth industrial revolution, or what's known as the fourth industrial revolution, very loosely speaking. Now, what exactly is the fourth industrial revolution and what actually drives it? Now, fourth industrial revolution, in a nutshell, now I'll come back to what it is, because a lot of people speak about it, but not many people really understand what it means. Let me explain to you by means of an example. When I was much younger, probably around your age, computers used to reside on a desk somewhere. And if you needed to go online or check your email, you would go on to your computer, plug it into a telephone line, dial in. There used to be that buzzing noise, that bzzz connection line. If your parents or grandparents are old enough, they know what I'm talking about. You would check your mail, browse, and then log off. Fast forward a couple of decades, and the computers left the desk and went straight into our pockets. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about mobile technologies. So mobile and cell phone technologies took the computers out of the desks and put them into our pockets. So this is the computer of today. And mind you, your iPhone, your average iPhone or your Samsung Galaxy phone is more powerful than the computers that landed people on the moon in the 1960s. I'm not joking, I'm wholly serious. The computing power that NASA had in the 1960s didn't compare to the power of that little computer that's in your pocket right now. These things are remarkably powerful, and I'll explain to you why, and really how powerful they are. So this concept of the fourth industrial revolution is an evolution beyond mobile. So computers went from desks to pocket. Even that wasn't fourth industrial revolution. Fourth industrial revolution is where computers went beyond just our pockets. Now computers started going into the real world and doing things that computers could never do before, that only humans could do before. Consider this. Self-driving cars. You guys familiar with self-driving cars, self-navigating, autonomous vehicles? Okay, let me tell you something. 10 years ago, the very thought that a computer will be able to drive a car in the real world was a crazy thought, right? Think about it. It's crazy even when we think about it now. How does a machine, how does a computer drive a car? The act of driving is such a complex task. It takes us a couple of years to learn and about 5 years to master as human beings. All right? And now you've got computers that are driving cars. You see what I mean? So computers have left their traditional domain. They stopped doing just the things that they were normally, that they normally used to do, like processing information. And now they're making their foray into the real world. And they're starting to do real world things that were only possible for humans to do. Now that is what the fourth industrial revolution is all about. It's an age where we're seeing computers leaving the traditional space and coming into the real world and doing things that only humans could do before.